So in the last class we have seen signal addition and signal multiplication. So in this class we are going to discuss about amplitude scaling. So we know that in graphical representation of signal we plot time in x-axis and amplitude in y-axis. So as the name indicates, amplitude scaling, we are going to change only the amplitude levels where the time duration of the signal will be maintained as original signal. Okay. So this process is accomplished by multiplying the signal by the factor of a, where a is the scalar value. So this process can also called as scalar multiplication of the signal. Okay. So in this case, if a, it is denoted as y of t equal to a into x of t in continuous domain and y of n equal to a into x of n in discrete domain. Okay, so where y of t and y of n are resultant signals, and if a is greater than 1, that is 2, 3, etc., means the resultant signal will have higher voltage levels, that is amplitude levels, compared to original signal. So it's called as amplification of the signal. So it is useful in boost upping the signal, real time signals. For example, while recording the biosignals like ECG and EEG, it will be in micro and millivoltage levels only. To get the better results, we need to amplify the signal further. So in this case, amplification of signal is used, and if a is less than 1, then the resultant signal will have lower voltage level compared to the original signal. Okay, so this is called attenuation of the signal. So attenuation means reducing the signal strength, that is reducing the amplitude level. Okay, so this is used to suppress the noise present in the message signal. Okay, so let's see few examples. So let me take first x of t minus 2 to plus 2 and amplitude level 1 and 2. Okay, so first we will take one example for a greater than 1, that is we will do 2 into x of t. Okay, it means that the resultant signal amplitude is twice that of the original signal. Okay, time duration will be same. So minus 2 to plus 2. So 2 into x of t means that we have to multiply 2 with the y-axis. So 1. So we can also directly put 2, 4, that is scaled version of y of t also. From 2 to minus 2 to minus 1, here 1. So in 2 into x of t, it's 2. And still 4. And 0 to 1, it's plus 2. So here plus 4. And from 1 to 2, it's reduced to 2. Okay, just we are increasing the amplitude level by the factor of 2. So here 1, 2, here 2 and 4. Okay, and we'll see one more example for a less than 1. Take 0.5 into x of t. Okay, so 0.5 into x of t. So 1 into 0.5, 0.5. So 0.5. So minus 2 to minus 1, it's 0.5. And 2 into 0.5, it's 1. So it's 1. And 0 to 1, it's 2. So 2 into 0.5, 1, and 1 to 2 it's okay. So in the original signal the value is 1 2. So in 0.5 into x of t, so 1 into 0.5, 0.5, 2 into 0.5, it's 1. Okay. So if you compare these two signals, if A is greater than 1, the signal gets amplified, and A is less than 1, the signal gets attenuated, that is the its old amplitude level gets reduced. So we'll see one more example, that is minus x of t. It means that we have to multiply x of t with minus 1. Okay. So minus 1 means 1 into minus 1 minus 1, 2 into minus 1 minus 2. Then we will get inverted signal, like from minus 2 to minus 1. So instead of plus 1, so here minus 1. Minus 1 to 0, it increase towards 2, so it's increase towards minus 2, and 0 to 1, it remains in 2, so here minus 2, and 1 to 2, it's reduced from minus 1 to 0. Okay. So this process is called signal inversion or inverted signal. Okay. That is, when we get the inverted signal, we multiply the original signal by the factor of minus 1. Okay. So we'll see one more example in discrete domain. So if we take x of n, so minus 2 to plus 2. So amplitude levels are 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we'll see one example for a greater than 1. We'll do 3 into x of n. So for 3 into x of n, so we know that time will be same. So minus 1, minus 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So instead of writing 1 to 9, because here 3 into x of n, that is the resultant signal will have 3 times higher amplitude than the original signal. Okay. So we have to multiply 3 with the y-axis, 3, 6 and 9. So we can plot 1 to 9, or else we can directly scale the y-axis by 3. So 3, 6, 9. 1 into 3, 3, 2 into 3, 6, and 3 into 3, 9. So in minus 2, its value is 3. So here 3 into 3, 9. Minus 1, its value is 2. So 2 into 3, 6. And 0, its value is 1. 1 into 3, 3. And in 1, its value is 3. So 3 into 3, 9, and 2, its value is 2. So 2 into 3, 6. Okay. So instead of writing from 0 to 9, we can directly scale the y-axis also. Okay. And we'll see one more example for a less than 1. So we'll do 1 by 4 into x of n, that is 0.25 into x of n. So for this example also, so we'll directly multiply 1 by 4 with the y-axis. So instead of 1, 2, 3, so write it as 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. Okay. So in minus 2 is 3. So 3 into 1 by 4, 3 by 4. Here 2, so 2 by 4. In 0 it's 1, so 1 by 4. 1 is 3. 3 by 4 and 2. So again 2 by 4. Okay, so this is the process of amplitude scaling. Okay, so if you have any doubts you can ask. So we'll see time reversal operation in the next class. Thank you.